for that, I think.
TSE to React 1. React 1, go ahead.
So we should be starting the YouTube live here
momentarily. And they're now trying to give him instructions on a surrender. And what they're going to tell him is to leave the gun inside the vehicle and come out with both hands up, empty, and then to follow your instructions. Is there anything else specific you want them to try to tell him? That's fine. So you can have him just come out, make sure he comes out his driver's side door, and we're behind him, so we'll give him instructions from here. 10-4. Yeah, they're passing that on to once he comes out of the vehicle to comply to and listen to your guys' command. So there's no word on if and when he's coming out, but they're trying to go over that with him now. Greg 1, 10-4.
Alright, hopefully that's a little bit better. Just wiped off the camera dome a little bit. So we're live on YouTube now.
So this one literally went over 33 years now.
If you're just joining us, this is a SWAT standoff that started as a bank robbery, then a police chase from Riverside down to San Diego. There's a man holed up inside his car in front of the hospital. Look at that, the fog is already creeping back in on the camera. So like I said, that the pan tilt zoom camera we're using, guys, is experimental. We're still tweaking a lot of things. We're still waiting for a lot of different parts in the mail. I'm waiting for a power regulator to come in the mail from China. I already ordered one, and it was a dud. So I waited a month for that, and it was a dud. So got a new power regulator in the mail coming soon. A couple other electronic parts that I need to make it all work. And we might want to put a heating element into this thing because this fog is just killing us. That cop car could not be blinding us any better. Usually when the cops try to blind our camera, it doesn't usually do anything. But that's just, I mean, I'm getting a strobing effect. It's so bad. So again, we're in front of Rady Children's Hospital here in San Diego. There's a SWAT standoff underway. There's a man holed up in his car. UG Photos said, did I miss the rate of traffic about him saying he's ready to give up? He's been saying that for a while, and I've heard that all day long for hours on end during SWAT standoffs. So just them saying he's about to give up isn't enough for me. Although I do appreciate the extra set of ears there. I do appreciate that. Well, we're probably going to miss it no matter what. I mean, you got to understand what we're looking at here. This is just the road closure. That's all this is. This is just simply the road closure. So the actual standoff, if you can see that ambulance to the bottom left, the red of the ambulance, it's further past that, and then it's off to the right. So We can't even actually see where it's at.
32,390.
You might be able to see those red and blue lights blinking in the bottom left. So, I mean, if I'm being honest, I really don't know what we're going to film, if anything, because there's nothing to film. But, I mean, hey, if the guy starts shooting, then at least we'll get the audio of it, I guess. Usually we don't get held back this far. So I believe that sign is the sign for like the ambulance entrance sign, I think. Let's see if we can get the focus on that. I think that's right where the ambulances turn in.
They're in the hot call. We got medics for the RP. He thinks he's
because he's in the roundabout, so he's parked in the little roundabout.
Medics will be standing back. He thinks he just saw the vehicle, the white vehicle going eastbound.
But we can't actually see that from here.
Able to not like he's on the street like the 5 call figure here is overhead. And the call figure here is a helicopter overhead. I cannot hear you over this phone. In the phone, I mean.
So let me ask you guys a question. I want your honest feedback. Do you guys like these streams when it's kind of boring like this and there's just not really anything to see? I mean, I guess worst case scenario, you guys could just hit the X button if you guys weren't entertained. But I mean, this is kind of, to me, this is kind of boring because I mean, I've literally been shot at doing this job, so this bores me. But do you guys find this interesting? Is it helpful to you guys? I mean, it's 1:50 in the morning, so obviously there's no TV stations that are here, and none of them have a newscast right now anyway. Hey, Juan, 619 News Media is in the room on Periscope. What up, 619 News Media? So we seem to be getting a resounding yes. I wish I could get you guys a better angle. I wish I could just, zoom in on the car itself. But again, though, if it was actually the actual car, I probably wouldn't want to do that because it being a SWAT standoff. That's generally a no-no in the news world. So, but in this case, you can't actually see anything that would jeopardize the situation. All you're seeing is cop cars. And this guy's surrounded, and he has his head against the window of the car with a towel over his head, so he's probably either resting his eyes or I don't know.
Mother over the phone. She said the RO did not live at the address any longer, that they lived downtown near Broadway, but weren't sure the exact address. They also called the RO and no answer.
So I don't even have my news camera out. It's all the cameras are in the trunk. And it's just because we're being held back at this this closure right here, this street closure, and there's just no visual. We got some other people kind of up here, up to the top of your screen that are parked. There was some people parked here along the street, but I think most of them have left by now. These are a couple patrol cars and officers and whatnot. So again, I think that right where you see that red and blue light blinking off onto your left, then you see that kind of blue and red sign. I think the vehicle is just off to the right of that, but it's around the corner, so you can't actually see it.
He's moving a little bit, but not a lot.
So again, last we heard, Children's Hospital is still on bypass. So if you need to come to Children's Hospital, don't, I guess. Matthew on Periscope said, yes, it's the emergency room for ambulances. I think you mean, yes, it's the entrance for ambulances, right? YouTube, Facebook. So Alfredo on Facebook asked, what's happening? Again, this was a bank robbery suspect turned into a police chase up in Riverside with Riverside Sheriff. It came down the 215 to the, what was it? What did Bill Feathers say earlier? Down the 215 to the 15, I think it was to the, 163 to the 52? The convoy? I think I had that. Maybe I had that backwards, but anyway. So here we are in front of Children's Hospital. He's inside his car. He has a handgun, possibly a Beretta 38 is what I heard earlier. He may have put the magazine for the handgun out the window already. He does have a cell phone. I believe it's a cell phone that the SWAT team delivered via a robot. He's completely surrounded. The hospital's on bypass. Nobody's in danger other than himself. And that's the reason why they're not just going in there guns a-blazing, is, they don't want him to injure himself either. So hopefully they'll be able to talk him down, and they'll be able to have somewhat of a peaceful resolution to all this. Alfredo on Facebook, I don't think I understand your question. Wow, he is sea high? I don't understand the question. On Periscope, Matthew asked, did you fix the YouTube stream? Yes. YouTube stream is working. I had made a minor configuration change, and when I did that and I hit go live, it didn't automatically pick up the YouTube one because I didn't change the proper setting. So that shouldn't happen anymore with YouTube. It should work again from now on. Talk to the cop. Well, there's nobody to talk to right now. They're still actively doing their thing. We spoke to the PIO briefly earlier, and basically all it was just that there's been no update from earlier. So we probably won't have an update until 4 in the morning, 4:30 would be my guess. Maybe 5. So we should be playing an ad on YouTube right now, I think. Yeah, there's a officer getting his car.
Okay, sir, go ahead.
Can you show me 1150 on California 6 Graham Item Sam 241 at 9600 Miramar?
Just for 9600 Miramar.
We got movement. Cop cars are moving.
2015, are you still at College Avenue? You're welcome, Fisher.
So they're not really giving much updates over the radio. Cars are playing Tetris. It's car Tetris. Everyone's trying to find a spot.
Please run ahead. It's showing valid Class C custom lenses for Giovanni Galvin. You're welcome, Fisher.
Well, that's a traffic jam. UG asked, how am I going to get out if I need to? If I go forward, the roadway is open. So,
21 John, I didn't hear that
I mean, if I needed to get out this right second, I'd be in trouble. But most of the time, these people aren't blocking the road. So,
California Highway Patrol alert. Traffic collision. Unknown details.
CHP is reporting a car crash. Vehicle versus wall. Those happen all the time. Wow, that cleared out quick. Said 3 cars leave at once. UG photo on Periscope's asking, did the cop car blocking traffic further up bug out or something? What do you mean? It's still there. You talking about that one? By the way, guys, I just remembered, I have a pan tilt zoom keyboard controller coming in the mail. So all this little click, 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 click background, click, click, it's all jumpy. I'm hoping that by actually having an actual physical pan tilt zoom controller, that I'll just be able to really easily adjust it. It's just the same how they have in the TV stations with the robotic cameras. They've got a little joystick and little zoom, focus, iris, all that kind of controls are on the little knob. So
Yeah, 4. React 1 4. React 1 is 10-4.
Now, what are they doing? They're doing something.
React 2.
I was blabbing.
10-4.
How's my battery? My engine's been running this whole time. The engine shakes pretty freaking good today. You can't even really see any shake. I've got a massive power system I'm trying to build into the car right now, but again, I'm just waiting for more parts in the mail.
And yes, their leader is giving him instructions to open the car door, take the gun out and open, leave the gun in the car, and follow the instructions. TSC 10-4. React 1 leader, 10-4.
You guys copy that?
We are 10-4.
Yeah, somewhere on Periscope said, hook up your Atari controller to it. I probably could figure out a way to do like an Xbox controller. It seems that Xbox controllers can work with a lot of things. Would probably be a little more compact too.
And React 1 to TOC. If you can just advise him that he does come out just to leave the car door open. ANC leads on you 10-4 then?
Alright, so they're going to be ordering him out of the car. And he's going to be ordered to leave the car door open, come out with his hands up, all that goodness. Fortunately, with where we're being held back, we're not going to be able to see it. So, what you're looking at right there, that's the best angle we're going to get. Whole lot of nothing. You can see a whole lot of nothing. I'm probably too young for Atari. Yeah, I am too young for Atari. I mean, I know what it is. I'm not that young. I do know what it is. I never had one, but I know what it is. My first game console, other than, of course, a computer with floppy disks, I swear to God, the computer was at least 2 feet tall, maybe 2.5 feet tall. That thing was huge. That thing was just massive. But, oh, cop car's moving. Where's he moving? What you doing? What you doing? Look at him. Look at him. There he is. There he is. He was moving a second ago. Oh, man. Well, it was a pretty shot until he did that. Whew. I wish there was an angle for you guys to be able to see it. I can't even see it. I mean, I saw some video earlier from when the stations were able to get in quick enough. Hey, Angel Face on Periscope. Welcome, welcome. Matthew on Periscope's asking for an update. There's not really much of an update. He's still sitting in the car, and they're going to be giving him instructions on how to exit the vehicle, leave the door open, come out with your hands up, leave the gun in the car, leave the phone in the car, blah blah blah. You know, all these kinds of little bit of details. They're going through all that with him right now. Now, whether or not he listens and goes with the program or not, I don't know, but I would like to think that he realizes that he's surrounded and he's not going to get away. So hopefully he just gives up and takes his punishment. Again, he's alleged to have robbed a bank.
Lisa, are you and Derek doing okay out there? Hey, perfect.
Yeah, honestly, I just want this incident to be over with so I can go sit in my car and wait for some actual news. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is news, but it's not visual. And in our line of work, we are a visual medium. So if I don't have visuals, then you got nothing. So I'm here because I had 2 different stations ask me to come here. Well, one specifically asked, the other one just asked if I was gone, but more or less the same. So got 2 stations that are counting on me to get the termination of this, and I don't see how I'm going to achieve that. If I'm really lucky, they'll walk him down the street in handcuffs. Don't hold your breath. I doubt that's going to happen. Yuji Photo was asking, do you think that cop car had his lights on bright just for you? Probably not. Probably not. I mean, who knows? Maybe his wife is at home watching, and he was like, "Hey, can you see me? I'm gonna turn my lights on for you." So, they put their lights on because that's what they need to do. They need to tell people that the roadway's blocked and whatnot. But once in a blue moon, they'll turn them on just to blind our cameras. I'm not saying that's what happened tonight, but it's like, come on, I can't see anything anyway. Like, it's like don't blind the shot. You can't see anything anyway. All you're doing is blinding a shot of nothing. SWAT is just quiet as a mouse. It's pretty much just a waiting game. There's not much to do.
Great uniform assistant that you now holding over on Alberta Road. Also RJ from Golinsky. What they call that thing that y'all was trying to break a car window, either a rock or a brick. He was actually going eastbound on Alvarado onto he's a black Nelly 12 unedited shirt and gray pants.
So Tiffany on Facebook, make a good comment there. So Tiffany on Facebook says, just a shame this one person is so selfish as to put children at risk, and to the families that are already stressed out of their own situations. That's a very good point. No, SWAT's not encrypted. SWAT has encrypted channels, yes, but no, they're not operating unencrypted for this. I have 9 radios going right now. You guys can only hear maybe 2 of them. But there's 9 radios running right now. They're just not talking. The Eastern Division might be talking, but I have them turned down with all the other divisions. So I'm only monitoring attentively the SWAT channel.
And for Able 3, the other nothing the juvenile is returned and is back outside.
I don't see any other newsworthy stuff going on, so we're pretty much just staged at this, waiting to see however it ends. However little bit we can see. If you guys are curious what is the premise to all this, or the precursor to everything that happened here so far, you can probably just go on to whatever your favorite local media outlet here in San Diego is. Everybody's got coverage on it. Everybody's got video of it. You can see video of the car and kind of a little more close-ups of the front of the hospital. Again, we got here a couple hours after it started, because it started kind of earlier in the evening. And this is where we're being held back, so you can't really see much.
From them on the outside.
Young male, to women, not feeling well, fell. 511 North of Street, from Metro Public, Jason and one fellow.
I just put a start here, I guess the LP friend. Persons at 6871 Alvarado, number 8.
There's this lady that pulled up that she looks like she's like a pharmaceutical company or something like that. I wonder if she's dropping off these red totes because she can't get into the hospital. Oh no, that's probably the biohazard needles and syringes, and that's probably what that is. Maybe she's dumping it all for the night. I don't know. But that white van pulled up earlier, I thought. Summer says it's delivery. Summer on Periscope. Summer, if memory jogs, if I jog my memory correctly here, I believe you work in in a hospital or something, right? So Summer would know far better than I would.
He's moving his head around. Looks like he's maybe talking on the phone or something, but he's up and alert, but can't see his face.
Suspect's up and alert. Still just sitting there, though.
TOC to Sniper 2, you might see some movement down below your position. A second watch patrol unit is going to move to the east, back towards the TOC, so he can connect to Sniper 2, 10-4. Sniper 2, 10-4.
Sniper 2, 10-4.
The juveniles at their location saying they were locked down.
Sniper 2, Sniper 3. If there's a Sniper 2 and a Sniper 3, does that mean there's a Sniper 1?
Different is left he's in Unit 1 at 6881.
I would assume that there's a sniper one. Maybe they just did, oh, sniper 2, sniper 3, and we don't need a sniper 1. Or maybe sniper 2 is side 2 and sniper 3 is side 3. I mean, 3 snipers for one guy seems a little excessive. I know I've been to standoffs with 1. I know I've been to standoffs with 2 and even 3, but 3 doesn't seem that common. I mean, the dude's surrounded and he's inside of a car with windows everywhere. You probably only need 2 snipers. That's probably enough, in my opinion. Summer said skip number 1 so that guy doesn't think he's the best. Yeah, someone said that earlier, but about it being 4 is protocol. I've never in my life known 4 snipers to show up to a SWAT standoff or any incident, and I've been doing this since 2010. So I don't know about 4 snipers being standard. I would say 1 or 2 is standard. 3 is a rarity. I've never heard of 4 ever. It's always fun when you try to find the snipers at a scene. You'd be surprised how hard they are to find, even when you know exactly where they are. Even when you know on the exact rooftop they're on because you saw them climbing up on the roof. If you look away for 10 minutes and you look back over there, you have no idea where they went. They are really good at blending in. Sometimes it's obvious. Sometimes you just, you look up, oh, there he is. He's sitting right there on the roof. But a lot of the times they hide really well, especially at night. Oh my God, it is tough to find them. One time I pulled up into a parking lot for a hostage situation. Somebody had claimed that they had a hostage inside the trunk of a car. And I think they said they wanted like 25 grand or something. They were looking for a male, Hispanic, short hair, basically like kind of sort of matching my description. And I had the same, a similar car. I had like a silver sedan, and they were or a dark silver, dark gray. They were looking for like a light colored silver sedan. I pulled into a parking lot when they were waiting for the ransom trade-off, hostage trade-off exchange to go down. I pulled into that parking lot. Next thing I heard over the radio was Sniper 1, I got the suspect in sights. That was terrifying. Because it wasn't me. I was just the camera guy just trying to pull up to film it. And then as soon as they said that, I turned my headlights back on. I drove out of the parking lot, and they were like, he's moving, get him. Oh, man, I wish I had a dash cam for that one. That was probably the first 2 or 3 years of me being a stringer. I literally had a sniper calling out my location because he thought I was the suspect. That was terrifying. It's funny when you look back on it. UG Photo on Periscope said, I recall once seeing 2 snipers next to each other, but I thought it would be redundant at the same spot. That's often when they have a spotter. So sometimes you'll have a spotter and a sniper. So it's pretty much the same in line of like how the military does it. One person's spotting and trying to find targets and figure out distances and whatnot, and relaying measurements and wind speed, and I don't know, all that kind of stuff. And then the sniper takes the information and does what they got to do. So yeah, sometimes it's a sniper and a spotter. So if you see two of them, that might have been why.
We have an info 6881.
Yeah, so
It is one that he says he's calling from.
One time I snuck up on a sniper and his spotter, and they never once turned around.
Yeah, just as an update, still negotiating. Suspect's crying right now and saying he cannot come out right now. So, still working on it.
T-10, react 110.
All right,
Clear 10-4.
suspect's still inside the car. He's crying, and he says he cannot come out right now.
Okay, approach. I think it would be for recently.
321 duration.
Oh, the camera disconnected itself. And when it does that, it tries to auto-scroll into whatever button I pushed.
Phoenix around to Alvarado. Elijah, H12. He says he's a black male and he's wearing a white and black Adidas jacket, gray shorts, blue Converse. He says he'll stand by at 6881 Alvarado inside unit number 1. He's saying his sister has guardianship and the sister lives in Imperial Beach.
I just want the standoff to be over with so I can go film some actual visual news. There's nothing visual here. And of course, security has it all blocked off. I mean, it's not even PD. I mean, even the security guards have this thing all shut down. You know, it's bad PR for Children's Hospital. I mean, you know, they didn't do anything wrong. Children's Hospital didn't do anything wrong. It's not their fault. You know, the suspect decided to park his car right in front of their hospital. That's not their fault. But unfortunately, the security is also not making it any easier for us. If this was a different hospital, I'm not going to say which one. If this was a different hospital, I have a friend that works there in security. So, unfortunately, he chose the wrong hospital to go to.
436.
The flashing orange light is just a pedestrian crossing sign. It's what Matt on Periscope asked. You're anonymous. I don't know if I'm saying that right. You're anonymous. Periscope. It started out as a bank robbery, and apparently a Riverside sheriff spotted the vehicle. Started as a pursuit. Came down here from Riverside, down all the way down here to San Diego, and he pulled over in front of the hospital.
Coming out to relieve you.
Gotta play
10-4.
play that message back. What the hell did they say? Somebody's relieving somebody?
You're coming out to relieve. I'll do this.
I think I'm gonna go take a little walk for a second and see what the view looks like. I'm parked facing away from the scene and I'm only looking through the camera, so going to walk out and actually see what I can see, and I'll be back in just a moment.
Different in two, say 2 booking 10880 space 79 Lakeside View Estate.
I'm going to try something, and I'll be back in just a minute, guys. If this works out, it'll be worth it.
Have a clear unit that can roll to Jefferson just after 78. We have a unit that needs cover. I can start a unit from a distance, but Jefferson south of the 78 is going to be Carl's jurisdiction. C3 copy. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. Yep, good 40.
Showing expired July of last year on a sub 3 Mercedes four-door out of San Diego. With a setting not too far record dated February this year out of alcohol complex.
Now we're going to get in position for a runway for southbound 15 to 163 in the HOV, southbound 15 163 in the HOV. Third color pickup truck going northbound in the southbound HOV lane.
Runway vehicle, southbound 15, just north of the 163. My third color pickup northbound in the southbound lanes entering the HOV.
Central 843. Citizen drove to over. Good.
You got a female running, both subjects are running eastbound towards, got a call that,
California Highway Patrol alert. Wrong way driver.
Yeah, it looks like they got this female, taking the custody right, approaching her now.
Alright,
Now
I'm back.
continued, westbound through the, alley towards Regents.
So the angle I was trying didn't really work.
Through the alley towards Regents.
Dictating the description.
What did you say?
Northern's got a foot pursuit right now.
The HOV lane.
I saw some taillights from a certain angle, and I was thinking it was the black SUV of the suspect that was actually just a patrol car. So I got excited for nothing. It was just a patrol car. So again, right now we're listening to Northern, who's got a pursuit of some sort. It might be a foot pursuit.
And if we keep Sam, nobody else got GOA, and I'll be sending.
We got a wrong way driver on the freeway.
And again, they'll went southbound through the complex, but east coast towards Regents, you can start closing in ahead.
Bullhorn team, have you started bullhorning? Affirmative. Hey, hold on 1 second. We're still on the phone. We'll let you know as soon as we're off the phone.
It should be
Somewhere in the area, down over there.
Okay, cool.
Southbound
you have to check over by the boat.
15 to 56, still heading northbound, wrong way.
I'll let me hear about it.
Southbound 15 to 56, still heading wrong way.
Yeah, unknown race male, pretty short. His dark jacket, looks like jeans, had a hat on as well.
10-4. Shorty male, unknown race, dark jacket, jeans.
We'll check with those.
So CHP's got a wrong way driver.
Jonathan Route and 713 John to cover in the 415 at 2002 Iris Avenue. 713 John.
And Oceanside is no available here.
And we're working towards just to cover the rabbits.
Yeah, offer in the apartment complex for those that are coming, it's going to be the blue and white ones that are south of the complex that we are here. And that would be south on Regents.
Different, that's where we think the mill ran towards the blue and white apartments to the south.
Yeah, from the opposite.
Mail house has
blue and white is heading to the south of the direction of the new buoy. It's northbound. LA. Am I seeing now that it's a dark colored pickup truck that's driving northbound in the southbound HOV lanes passing the 56?
We got a wrong way driver on the freeway.
The vehicle that was hit. Nearest vehicle is a parked the Chevy pickup truck. Suspect vehicle that's eastbound on Proud.
So we got a wrong way driver right now on the 163. It's a pickup truck driving northbound in the southbound lanes of the HOV lanes.
Any available air support?
And 114 George. The apartment complex that it's going to be is called the Pines of La Jolla. Not usually gated, so I don't know if they can be able to get into the gates.
This is a jet company that date on that place.
Negative on the air.
Expired on a business on Taylor out of Colorado. When I verified William Roger 541.
So we're monitoring this wrong way driver in case this
You can drop this on
ends in a
And
crash.
additional report on the wrong way driver, southbound 15 north of the 56, southbound 15 north of the 56, still heading northbound in the southbound lane.
We're getting multiple colors on this, so this might be legit.
I just confirmed he's northbound of the southbound lane for the team. Adding the
So we might take off for this wrong way driver if it crashes.
South of 13 by F Street, white male, 30 feet of height, medium build, wearing no shirt, white hat.
That was 72250 Connecticut, 2 Street. Heard only kind of service time of the past 20 minutes out front. I think this is right 7
Hey Malik, yeah, it's still going. It's still going. So 9:30 till 2:30, 2:45. So it's 5 hours. We're on 5 hours now. The guys still hold up. If you guys are just joining us, we are in front of Children's Hospital in San Diego. There's a man holed up in a car with a gun, or claiming to have a gun. And he's refusing to exit the vehicle. Children's Hospital is on, as far as last update we heard, was that Children's Hospital is on bypass, so no patients are coming or going from Children's. Everybody at Children's Hospital is safe. Everybody in the area is safe. There's no danger, no threat to the public. It's just he's holed up in there, and they're working with him to try to get him out, and hopefully we'll have a peaceful resolution to all this. But it started out as a bank robbery, and then a pursuit that started in Riverside. The pursuit traversed from Riverside on the 215 to the 15, and eventually throughout San Diego made its way to Children's Hospital.
Yeah, probably. We just walked up on it.
So what you're looking at right now is kind of the staging of the units. If you see kind of a whitish looking motorhome thing on the right side of your screen behind that stop sign, that's actually the SWAT command vehicle. Has a big white light on it.
7429.
And our goal here is that hopefully he'll come out peacefully. He'll come to his senses and come out peacefully, and everybody can go home. I mean, he'll be going to jail, but everybody else can go.
7437.
Off the road down in a embankment. I didn't see it so late. I don't know what kind of news is off to the right side. Oh, what is the case?
Just Johnson, 817.
It's on the right side. The headlights are aimed up the hill.
Here you go, 712. We have a visual of a dark pickup truck from the right shoulder of the HOV lane. That's at 56, southbound side. And it's blacked out right now, not moving. We're going to turn around. Hey, 712, you got a visual on a dark pickup parked on the right shoulder of the HOV 15, southbound at the 56, all blacked out. You'll be turning. And was it facing the right way? It was facing wrong way. It was facing wrong way, but it was stopped but blacked out. Southbound 15 to 56 HOV.
All right, they got the wrong way driver. The wrong way driver is stopped right now. Is blacked out and is stopped on the shoulder of the HOV lanes. CHP is turning around. HOV lanes of the 163 at the 15 split. CHP is trying to get into position to, do a traffic break or something like that. But it does at least sound like the vehicle is stopped. It's not that CHP has it stopped. It sounds like it just stopped on its own. So is it there's three main possibilities here for a wrong way driver. It could be a suicidal driver, it could be an elderly driver, or it could be a drunk driver. In the meantime, we're still out in front of Children's Hospital right now, looking live at the kind of the general area of the front of the hospital for a standoff that has.
Here's the one drill for 1126 southbound 5, just north of H. Henry Street. Here's the one drill southbound 5, just north of H. Henry Street, right shoulder, blue Mitsubishi Eclipse, unknown motor problems, no help in route at this point.
Northbound 16. For a possible leap off the right shoulder, Deputy Jakeman. Therefore,
Silver 67, 426 Charlie 6 Delta.
Heavy pickup 4573 Gateway.
Did you give me 7 and 5 go again? Yes, I do. Charles, get a visual of him. He overshot the main portion. He's right underneath. Yes, Charles overshot. He's going to be right underneath Sabre Springs, southbound side, Sabre Springs for the main portion.
going on that last transmission to investigate.
Negative, we overshot it while we were on. Visually, the vehicle on the HOV, right shoulder. Yeah, well, it's actually going to be on the right shoulder of the HOV, confirming right shoulder of the HOV, southbound 15 at Silver Springs.
California Highway Patrol Alert. Traffic collision, unknown details.
If you see FD 1185 and bring some fuel for the patrol vehicle. Charles, you're going to be 97 within southbound 15 Silver Springs in the HOV, and we'll advise you 1185 to bring some gas.
Kind Keith on Periscope says, "My brother is a deputy in Riverside. Hope all officers are safe." I agree. Hopefully everybody's all safe. I don't
Border Patrol off duty.
believe any officers were injured in any of this, but hey, OC Hawk, welcome. So we're live on Periscope, Facebook, YouTube, as well as our own website, sending a news video. And I see we got a couple producers have retweeted and stuff, so thank you for that. Hey, KT's in the room. KT, stay fly. How you doing?
Traffic. 77 Charles, Sparrow Drill is a PC here. The vehicle is disabled right now. On the right shoulder.
877 Charles, vehicle's disabled on the right shoulder of the HOV.
Seven Charles, 27.
7 Charles, go ahead.
Edward 208 0195.
877 Charles,
Fire Captain. Fire Captain's in the room.
Christian S5 97 Charles.
The cop cars are just moving because they're coming and going, moving positions. Some of them are off, some of them are replacing other officers.
Charles, 10 Pacific off.
There you go, 7 Charles. 328.
7 Charles, go ahead.
There you go, 7 Charles. That's 412 6041.
877 Charles, 412 6041.
Number 3367, Sherman is not verifying the second of you, Ramon.
Yes, that's on.
Charles, clear. It's a 2011 Chevrolet 4-door pickup on January 2021 for last of the LAR.
Who's that? That's what I think it is.
There you go, 7 Charles. Copy. Take that out of the road, please.
Already in.
Looks like Channel 10 got kicked out.
It definitely wasn't vertical. They might have been able to get themselves
It's about time they got kicked out. Man, they've been there all night. You see what happened here is Channel 10 was able to get in quick enough that they got grandfathered in, and the cops didn't kick them out. So they've been in there this whole time filming, and now they're kicking Channel 10 out, which means that maybe there's going to be some action soon. Because usually what happens is they kick the media out right before something's about to happen. So we'll see. Yeah, Yuji and Deb on Periscope. Yep, they were in there the whole time. If I was working at 9 o'clock last night, then I probably would have gotten in there, but I wasn't working at 9 o'clock, so. So again, this is a live look in front of Rady Children's Hospital in San Diego. It's 3 in the morning here in San Diego. There's a man holed up inside of a car, believed to be armed with a gun. And he's parked immediately in front of the emergency room here at Children's Hospital. Children's Hospital is on bypass. As the last update we heard, Children's Hospital is on bypass. So no patients are coming or going. Everybody is safe. There's nobody in any danger. There's no reason to be alarmed. The guy is completely surrounded by officers. Everybody in the hospital is safe. So really the only person in danger here is the suspect himself.
Give me about 10 minutes, and then we'll have you guys start up on the horn. We'll let you know when to start. Of course. 31.2. We have 1,000.
Dark SUV was RP was saying, I'm sorry. The male was saying,
EG Photo said he got inside of a scene once, and before they roped it off and they let him stay in the scene all night. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Sometimes we're lucky like that. That's just we got here about 2.5 hours after it started, so we're going on about almost 6 hours now, just shy of 6 hours. The worst scene I ever got locked into was my car was stuck in the scene for 2.5 days. 2.5 days, and my car just parked there.
Reference at 15 and the 76. People, we were UO on any vehicles.
It was the El Cajon officer-involved shooting that I caught on camera
back in
in 2011.
Reference 15 and the 76. Thanks.
If you guys don't know what I mean, just Google El Cajon officer-involved shooting 2011. And yeah, that one won me an Emmy Award, so you might be surprised at what you see. But that incident, my car got stuck in the scene for 2.5 days. I think it was almost 3 days, actually. It might have been 3. It was at least 2.5, at least. Yeah, the detective that was handling the scene at the time, he called me days later and said, "Hey, you can come get your car now."
San Diego, but he doesn't know what avenue.
That's what happens when you park inside of the scene. Sometimes your car becomes the scene.
He doesn't see the vehicle behind him anymore.
And I'm gonna be right back, guys. I'm gonna leave this live, but I'll be right back in just a minute.
For building number 2, office 204 version.
React what?
Mission passing Ensenada.
Will be a Spanish male, 35'7", medium, wearing a black jacket, blue jeans, gray backpack. Basically grown up and has marinated on 2 employees' vehicles. He's currently at front of location near the exit.
Division 111 Nevada 0000163455 is not on top. So it's only at 3 years. Just 3 0.
MacBook sounds.
And RP's turning onto West Mission Bay Drive now at Ventura. He thinks the car is behind him again. He does not feel comfortable stopping.
1047S5, 1098.
87S5.
Hey, Louie, thanks for the super heart. Sorry I didn't see that earlier. On Periscope, Louie on Periscope. Thank you.
31 8500 region.
So it's 3:07 right now. The morning live trucks are going to be here around 4:15.
RP's still continuing. He says for sure it's the same car following him.
Division 1 transfers to the longer
The
left.
subject is
We got about an hour left, probably before we'll head out of here. If it doesn't end by then. The latest update, Rock in America 2 on Periscope is asking what the latest update is. Nothing's changed. He's still holed up inside the car. And we're just waiting. Just a lot of waiting. I think they say hurry up and wait. That's what we're doing. We're hurrying up and then now we're waiting.
We're going to have one for a hold.
Sorry, we're still trying to get the RP to stop.
EG Photo, yes. EG Photo on Periscope asked, your day ends when the TV cruises begins? And yes, that is exactly how we work. We're like the substitute teacher. We're like the fill-in. We fill in overnight when the stations aren't available, and we cover whatever happens. So once the stations show up, we leave it to them to do it. Rockin' America 2 on Periscope asked, what brought him to where he is? Do you mean like literally how he got here, or figuratively how he got here? He figuratively got here because he robbed a bank and then led police on a chase. He literally got here physically by driving down here from Riverside down the 215 to the 15 and then eventually made it all the way down here to Children's Hospital in San Diego. I just wish we could show you guys the actual scene. So he's still holed up in there. And yeah, East County Emergency Updates on YouTube. East County Emergency Updates said he's got to be hungry and have to pee by now. That is true. The trick to standoffs is time is on the officer's side. The time is not on the suspect's side. Sooner or later, he's going to be hungry. He's going to be tired. He's going to want to sleep. I mean, hell, he already looks like he's sleeping from what we're hearing. So, hey, Star Lowell on Periscope's in the room.
RP stating he's trying to get onto the freeway, but he missed the turn on. This is, he made a left on. We're trying to figure out if he went onto Rosecrans.
EG photo. That's horrible, but that's funny at the same time.
Update on what he's doing on the car. React 2, did you provide that?
React 2 status quo. There's a hotel over here to the driver's seat.
10-4. And React 2, could you advise if any of the windows are down or partially down on the suspect vehicle?
So it looks like the driver's window is cracked. Other than that, it does not appear that any other windows are open.
10-4.
So the driver's window is cracked. He's still sitting in the driver's seat. And he has a towel over his head still. EG photo on Periscope had the comment that made me laugh. He said, EG photo on Periscope said, used to have a hat in dark room at paper I was at in Philadelphia. Homicide. Our day begins when your day ends. That's horrible, but that's, I mean, it's funny because it's true. But, yeah, that's horrible. It's funny, though.
Hey, Bullhorn team, let's get back on it and see if we can talk some sense to him.
Alright, they're going to get back onto the bullhorn now and start talking to him. So basically, they got the big giant megaphone. They're going to start yelling at him, hey, come on out, we ain't leaving.
We're going to start bullhorning again.
If we were close enough, that might be some good audio to get, but we're not close enough.
POC 10-9 West. You were broken on that 10-9 one more time.
And 524 Star will be.
We're going to start bullhorning from the Bearcat again. Yeah, React 2 has the volume for that. Yeah, we can hear it over here.
And RP put his hazard lights on to make him more identifiable.
Angela's on the bullhorn. No response so far.
He's behind Sergeant. And RP's in a blue Toyota Tundra, unknown plate.
in the world is this car doing? This car over here, like, backed into the curb there, and you can hear the metal scratching from him hitting the curb. That's what you get when you drive a lowrider and you back it up all the way into the curb and you don't need to. There's plenty of room for him to turn around. A little too much there.
RP's now passing Jack in the Box by Duke Street. Okay. Can you take your vehicle number and does the vehicle need to be towed or just doing prices? He made a right on Sports Arena, and he says the vehicle did not turn right.
Matt on Periscope was asking, who's talking on the command radio? That is San Diego Police SWAT and San Diego Police Emergency Negotiation Team. UG Photo said, dang, you got a lot of antennas.
1202.
That is true.
Code Street.
Those are all antennas right there. There's 7 of them that you can see.
RP says he's going to stop at Union Bank on Sports Arena.
I like to think we have the ultimate stringer mobile. At least in San Diego. Maybe not the whole world, but definitely in San Diego.
We're going to go level 48.
Have access from the apartment complex.
Hey, look, we got somebody walking.
Charles, confirm. You have Pacific Tow coming out as well as bringing gas.
There's one of the negotiators.
One Charles advances.
UG Photo on Periscope asked, is Loud Labs or On Scene in San Diego, or you got market to yourself? Loud Labs, we have a ton of respect for Loud Labs, ton of respect for RMG. I got nothing but good things to say about both of them. On Scene, they're a bunch of criminals. They got shut down by the state of California. They're not even legally authorized to operate in California. If you think I'm lying, On Scene, send your attorneys after me. Come bring it. On Scene's going down, buddies. They're all going to jail. Every last one of them. But yeah, RMG and Loud Labs, those are good guys. They run legitimate businesses. We have a lot of respect for those guys. UG Photo on Periscope said, let's go to Jack in the Box. I'm getting hungry. Yeah, I'm getting hungry too. Good. I ate a bunch of tater tots with Colby Jack shredded cheese all over it. That's what I made for dinner. Quick and simple. I threw that in the oven real fast, scarfed that down, and I ran out the door. UG photo. Yeah, that's that's a very, very big part of it. Yeah, probably. I know more about the people at On Scene than probably anybody else in the world. I know more about On Scene than half the people that work for On Scene. So when I say they're all criminals and they're all going to jail, well, if I said that and it wasn't true, that'd be slandering libel. But it is true. So they can't stop me. Freedom of speech. I can say it because it's true.
We're back online with them.
Now, I'm just going to leave it at that. UG Photo was asking for more info on it. Suffice to say, they're running an illegal operation and the state of California shut them down. All you have to do is go to the state of California's Secretary of State website and search Epinephrine Media Productions, LLC. And their LLC registration in the state of California has been canceled. It has been shut down. The state of California is investigating them for all sorts of fraud and evasions and all sorts of crap. They are going down and they are going to be in jail. So if you're a fan of On Scene, enjoy it while you can, because they are all going to jail. UG Photo, the answer to your question is both. They're guilty of both of those. But hey, enough of them, right? I kept going on about it because there was comments and questions about it. But yeah, RMG and Loud Labs, we have a ton of respect for those guys. Got nothing but good things to say about them. In fact, RMG got what'd they get? They got the firefighters killed in, where was that? It wasn't Orange County. It was somewhere up in the LA area. But RMG News, they got that, and then what else?
Alarm holding at Evans Tire 6155 Mission Gorge covers the shop motion station. Check with units to see if they still want me to hang out. Does anyone still leave an or unit on the bus?
Gosh, I can't do text messages and Periscope and Facebook and YouTube. It's too much.
Do you still need 2931 North to stick around?
Maybe for the night to come.
92-498. Can you send 2728 to the debrief area? And we'll be running through 7
Matt on Periscope was asking, is that a media guy that went walking in? I don't believe so.
We're on the phone, so.
I didn't see it, but I highly doubt it.
Be there.
And just have that TPI ready to play. I believe it's a good opportunity.
I have another TV station's photographer who's been in the scene all night.
Daughter or brother?
And he's texting me saying, I don't know where you're at. You drove right past me, man.
I'm here with you.
We'll start with the brother. 10-4, just let us know.
Night patrol.
Good job, guys.
So do you want the Nevada 27 as well, or just the California?
Matt on Periscope, if he took a camera with him, it might have been a still photographer or something like that. I didn't see it, so I can't comment on who that was or wasn't. But no, there's should be no reason that any media gets past that yellow tape. So many cars keep pulling up, and they just sit here. Man, so multiple TV stations got their camera people trapped inside the scene. So one TV station had to give another TV station's camera person a ride home, and then yet another TV station, they got their car stuck in there as well. Oh man, what a mess. What a mess. Thankfully, I'm not part of that mess. I am on the outside looking in. Periscope, YouTube, Facebook. Let's check on you guys. So 20 on Periscope, 8 on YouTube, 14 on YouTube Live. So what is that? Is that 42 people total tuning in? I mean, for 3:30 in the morning, that's not bad. Louie on Periscope. Again, Louie, thank you for the super heart earlier. Sorry I didn't see that right away. Louie on Periscope was asking, does the guy have a loved one in the hospital? Not that I know of, no. He was chased from Riverside. So I'm assuming the suspect lives somewhere in the LA area. I'm assuming the bank robbery occurred somewhere in the LA area. I know that the pursuit started in Riverside with Riverside Sheriff. But I don't know like the super exact details of it.
What's going on, George? Can you put us on the RJ call interview?
So they're supposed to be doing bullhorning with the suspects. So they're supposed to be using like a megaphone to talk to them. The cell phone's on the dash, so they're not talking to them through cell phone anymore. I don't know if they ever were, but I know they delivered a cell phone to him at one point. Whether or not they actually were able to speak to him, I don't know.
There's place coming from Nevada, there's no return.
114 George, walking North Carolina, transporting to the sub, northern sub. Right now there's 14 needed when he is on.
UG Photo, that's a good question. So UG Photo asked, does it help if you guys watch on YouTube or Periscope in terms of monetization? Monetization is not really a priority for the streaming, but yes, theoretically YouTube probably pays the most. Facebook doesn't pay anything. That's the lieutenant. SDPD lieutenant just left.
350
But yeah, I mean, watching on YouTube might theoretically help in the sense of monetization with ads and stuff, but it's not going to really make any difference, like any noteworthy difference either way. So really, I would just say tune in on whatever platform you prefer. If Periscope is what you're most comfortable with, then stick with that. If you like Facebook, do that. If you like YouTube, do that. I do think that Facebook and YouTube have better quality video. I think you're going to see more detail in YouTube and Facebook as opposed to Periscope. I think Periscope's a little bit softer in the quality. So King Louie on Periscope, just to clarify, it was a bank robbery somewhere in the LA area. It then became a pursuit in Riverside, and then it came down here to San Diego, where it's now a standoff with the suspect still inside the car. He's still in the car. He has a gun. He's threatening suicide. He's completely surrounded. The children's hospital is on bypass, so no patients are coming or going. Everybody that's in the hospital and everybody that's in the area is perfectly safe. There's no reason for alarm. There's no reason for concern. Nobody else is in any danger. But, you know, everybody's worried about him. That we're worried about the suspect not harming himself. UG Photo, we've already got YouTube ads on YouTube, so yeah, we don't need that. Facebook has a way that you can do it, but you have to hit certain thresholds, and we're getting there, but we're not there yet. So, I mean, yeah, if you guys want to tune in on Facebook, that theoretically would help in a way, in a slight way. But, I mean, really, just tune in however you guys think is most comfortable to you guys.
Shows 2 violations for 216555 and 22349A Adam. Negative on 2122, 27 others Adam.
Alamia on Facebook is asking what's going on. It was a bank robbery that turned into a pursuit that turned into a standoff with the suspect holed up inside his car here at the scene.
George, transfer arrived and now is 14.
Drove here about 50 and 10.
So we're still waiting. They're still trying to communicate with the driver. He still refuses to come out. And it's pretty much a waiting game. The tactic here is time is on law enforcement's side. Time is on their side because they can sit here all day long. I mean, hopefully it doesn't come to that. Hopefully they can get this taken care of before sunrise. So, you know, people that need treatment and stuff can come and go and not have to deal with this. But, you know, you also have to think this is very selfish. Somebody had said this earlier in the chat. I forget who, but, you know, this is very selfish of the suspect because there are families that need to come and go from Children's Hospital and they can't. They can't because of this one person. This one person sitting inside of his SUV with a gun, threatening suicide after a police chase. He's preventing family members from being able to come and go. And, you know, we also have Sharp right next to us. So, you know, it's, I mean, they're not affected. But, you know, we got Sharp Memorial right next to Children's Hospital. And thankfully, Sharp Memorial's not affected. But, you know, it's just, it's like, this isn't where you do this. If you're gonna do a standoff, do it on some city street somewhere, on a freeway, or not even on a. Don't even do it on a freeway. Do it on a city street. Yeah, UG Photo on Periscope says he's done quite a tour of SoCal. Yeah, LA, Riverside, San Diego. I don't know where exactly in LA the robbery occurred. And maybe the robbery occurred in Riverside. I don't know where exactly the robbery was.
There's a male sitting on the patio, using sleeves, right now it's clean. After 11, check out jacket, start seeing hands, and one working towards just confirming that sexual welfare on his own is going to be okay.
So on YouTube, Ohio BWB says this seems more like a psychiatric problem than criminal. Well, perhaps at this stage in it, yes, but he definitely has committed some crimes. He allegedly robbed a bank and then led police on a chase. So just the felony evading with the police chase, just that alone is a crime. So it's he's definitely got some criminal aspects to it. TMJUU on YouTube was asking, did they get the guy? No, he's still in there. He's still holed up. The standoff continues. The standoff continues. So it is 3:38 right now. At about 4:15, we're going to shut this down. And you'll be able to tune into your local newscast of whichever one you prefer, starting at either 4:30 or 5 if you're in San Diego. If you're from a different market, then you may want to check out your favorite San Diego-based media outlet. And they will undoubtedly have live trucks and reporters here and be covering this throughout the morning. Assuming that it doesn't end, 2 minutes from now.
on that plate comes back 29 current on a 2017 Nissan south of Romero Ramirez on Palomino Place, and it shows that it was towed on February 1st in Sanford.
Matt on Periscope is in Western Australia. Thanks for tuning in from Australia, by the way. And he's asking, how do you do that? I would just Google San Diego News outlets, something like that. Louie asked, is this going to affect freeway traffic? No. The closest freeway would be the 805. I can actually hear it in the distance. It's a couple hundred feet away. But no, this is not on the freeway. This is adjacent to the freeway.
Go ahead and play the TPI. And be aware that the last time we played it, it kind of ran into the white. So you can just stop it once the male voice stops.
Oh, wow, we got a big semi truck. Bro, you can't turn around up here. Oh boy, yeah, this guy is screwed. We got a tow truck that just pulled, or a semi truck that just pulled up. There is no way he's getting through.
TPI is being placed. Definitely let us know when it's done. When the react to, is that clear? Yeah, definitely. It's clear.
Yeah, suffice to say, that was a mistake coming down this road. It's the Mission Linen and Uniform Service. So this guy's going to have to manage to back up through about, I don't know, a 500 to 800 foot street. And he's going to have to back that semi backwards. Furthermore, I'm now trapped. And I feel bad for him, but at the same time, I'm like, man, this thing's noisy. It's like, just get out of here. I had to roll up my window. Like, he's crazy if he thinks he's going to get through. He's not going to get through.
California 5, Zebra, X-ray source, 605 at 15 domestic. Okay, 75 first place. Okay, Charlie, Delta, 346. Oh,
Blue Smile 229 on Periscope was asking, "What's the YouTube channel name for us?" It's the same. It's San Diego News Video. If you Google San Diego News Video, we should come up in the first couple results. The YouTube channel should. If you guys ever have an issue trying to find any of our social media, all you have to do, the easiest way to do it, is go to SanDiegoNewsVideo.com, SanDiegoNewsVideo.com, and on the bottom of every single page is a link to all 4 of our social medias. So Periscope, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. There is no link to Periscope because we didn't do the icon for the Periscope thing yet.
350, secure and temporary reception.
So I'll be right back in a minute, guys. I'm gonna go do some investigating for a second.
Riverside copy. From must be grade. Silver BMW 7 Yellow Zebra Robert 697. Place 1129 Chiller. Filling station. Yeah, it's 44. Joseph Ambrose.
Having something one in September. There's a good one to that.
Control out. We'll be over here like tomorrow. We'll be returning to the video temporarily. Get up to 26 feet to the Highland Avenue. Copper.
All right, we're back.
Standing by right now. I'll advise when we're ready to kick this off. So if you want to keep all the lights on for now, just give us a minute or two.
So they're going to start pepperballing the suspect soon. Pepper balls are basically pepper spray in a paintball form. So they fire these rubbery bullets full of pepper balls, or pepper spray.
Yeah, first, if he comes on the first, I'll give him a hard time. So yeah, the headlights were fine.
And by the way, they let that semi-truck through. I could not believe it. To my amazement, they let that semi through. I've only seen that maybe twice in 10 years of filming news. All right, I'm trying to catch up on some.
No response when asking him to tap the brakes if the battery's dead on the pump.
Oh my god.
12 hours. 10-4 bullhorn. And just for your information, SWAT's going to be deploying a flashbang. Follow up the flashbang immediately with bullhorn.
All right, they're gonna do a flashbang.
10-4.
Stand by for the flashbang.
Do you want us to give surrender commands after they do the flashbang?
So again, they are going to do a flashbang, and then they're going to order him to surrender. Flashbang and pepper ball. So it's going to be a loud loud bang with a bright flash that'll blind him. And they're going to load him up with pepper balls so his eyes start watering and he wants to get out of the car. And then he's going to presumably get out of the car. And then if he doesn't go with the program, then maybe they'll throw the canine on him. And then by then, hopefully, this will all be over.
The flashlight there for tagging people cracking sound. Towards the trip for the name of the 15 trip. Okay, 442. Starting up again.
I think I'm going to get the news camera out just in case. We can't really see anything, but maybe we'll see the flash of the bang.
About changed to 681 North Main Street, 681 Main. As I think she's now at this location. She lives in 42, Florida.
So as you cross 250 West 15th on Escada Boulevard, this bike was near the thrift store. The southwest of the thrift store.
Alright, did any of you guys catch that? They just did the flashbang. That's the big, giant, bright, loud thing that they send that explodes. It scares the person. So somebody let me know in the Periscope chat, or, oh yeah, I'm only checking the Periscope one right now. Let me know if any of you guys saw the flashbang. Matt on Periscope says yes, I think. So guys, here's what we're going to do. We're going to shut down the stream from the pan tilt zoom camera on the top of the news van. We are going to recontinue the stream from the news camera down there on the ground. I think I froze up my camera. Hold on. Oh no, I broke the camera. Well, we've been streaming for 3 hours. So I broke the camera, guys. But we will be right back in about 2 minutes. We'll be back in 2 minutes with video from the ground instead of the pan tilt zoom camera.